Hi everyone, welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a quick look at the Hot Toys classic Loki. Let's get started. So this is the classic Loki 6-scale figure by Hot Toys, based on the likeness of the character Classic Loki, which is obviously one of the variants of Loki in the Loki TV show, and based on the likeness of the actor Richard E. Grant. It's a pre-order product, it's $285, and it's due for release sometime between April and September of 2023. Now, we've seen that 6-month window so much lately. On Sideshow, that window was usually 3 months. I've said it in multiple videos before, but I first started noticing when the Hot Toys, the Batman figures were announced. That's the Batman itself, the deluxe version and the Bat Signal and the Bat Signal and even the Bat Cycle. All of those things were the first figures that I noticed on Sideshow site, that instead of having a 3-month expected release date, it's a 6-month expected release date, and this is another one of these as well. So this particular figure, bit of background on it, it's one of the many variants of the character Loki in that TV show, and So Toys actually kind of released the version. I'm not sure if it's actually fully out yet, or they put it up for pre-order anyway, and I think it was So Toys, and they had a good enough version of it, and a lot of people got excited about it because this thing that looks like basically pajamas is very reminiscent of the classic Loki from the comics. Okay, obviously, like, they're just kind of doing this a bit tongue-in-cheek, like this is what it would look like if directors from movies and TV shows went to the source material and directly lifted the costume from the comic book and put it on a screen. It's not really going to work. People aren't going to buy it. It looks a bit ridiculous. However, if you are a hardcore comic book reader and a graphic novel and comic book collector, and you see this, I'd imagine a lot of people are very excited about it because it does look like his appearance in those comics. Okay, me, I'm not a particularly massive comic book reader. I tend to work backwards. I tend to like watch an amazing film, and then I hear that the director used like comic book or graphic novel X and Y as direct influences when making the film, because I like the film so much. I find it really interesting to go back and read those graphic novels and see, like, you know, what where the director got the inspiration from, and you can say, okay, that was directly lifted, that bit was left out. I find it really, really interesting, and I enjoy that, and I admire the artwork. But yeah, I'm not a big, comic book reader basically. But I'd say a lot of people are going to be very, very excited about this. So $285, a pre-order product. Let's take a quick look at the accessories that it comes with. First of all, before we go any further, any day of the week, that is Richard E. Grant. That is one of the most, like, Hot Toys are absolutely killing it with these prototype images for the, like, 90, I think it goes as far as saying 9 times out of 10, maybe even 95% of the time or 99% of the time, their head sculpts are just getting better and better and better. Like, just like Cosca Reeves there a few months ago. This one here, the Robert Pattinson head sculpt for that, the Batman, is just on point. The finer details, the wrinkle, even like this here, like the smiling sculpts, they sometimes are very hit and miss because they end up looking like that Ant-Man one, which just looked hilarious. But they really are getting better and better and better. And they have to, because Queen Studios is now the new kids on the block when it comes to 6-scale, and they've like nailed that Joker, assuming it turns out the way the prototype images look like. I mean, look, I put my money where his mouth is. I've ordered the double pack rooted, and I've also ordered the single sculpted as well, because I'm just a massive Dark Knight fan, and I don't have that representation of Heath Ledger in my collection. I sold the Hot Toys before. It was actually my first Hot Toy, and I sold that to get this. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. My point is, the head sculpt looks great. That's Richard E. Grant any day of the week. If you just took just the face without the costume and no context and held it up to someone who's a big film buff, they'd say, that's Richard E. Grant. That is on point. But look, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So let's just, it could look so funny, like, but that's how he did look in the TV show. So what do you actually get? So they obviously have the costume, which is exactly as it appeared in the TV show, and reminiscent of how Loki appears, the classic Loki appears in the comic books. You have this kind of like a duffel bag looking thing. You have this battle damage kind of crown, the regular crown. You have another Loki variant, the crocodile, which people went mad for, the 1/6 scale alligator or crocodile. Not sure the difference. You have these. I don't like these. Straight out, don't like these. I think a lot of these effects look very, very toyetic. Things that I get like with electricity blasts and that kind of stuff, I tend not to use them. It just takes me out of it. A lot of times it just makes it look like a toy, and I know they're Hot Toys, but I see them as like they're high-end 6-scale replicas really, and things like this, just they don't work for me. It just may as well be Hasbro. But look, each to their own. So bunch of swap out hands, a base. I think it's like a backdrop of some sort. Yes, it looks like a backdrop. I think you have, is this like the, I can't make out what that is. Is that like the frog that was supposed to be Thor or something like that? That's just nice little touches. They're really quirky. That head sculpt is on point. So look, he comes in a lot of stuff. In fairness, $295 is not cheap. Yeah, so that's just like a Thor frog looking thing. So you have the alligators, which opens the mouth and closes the mouth. You've got the battle damaged helmet. Head sculpt, like he looks demented, but he was like that in the TV show. And I really think that they've got the teeth right and the smiling sculpt right, which often they don't. Like the wrinkles, they do very well with older men. They do very well like putting those wrinkles and more texture. You got it's two different face sculpts or head sculpts, what it looks like. Yeah, look, I think they've nailed this one. A lot of people are happy on this, and they've basically done a major flex. They're basically saying, because this was teased, and people they did a short video and they showed the cape flapping and stuff like that, and they're saying it's classic Loki, and everyone was like, are they just doing this so that So Toys won't make theirs, or whoever was making the other one? But they've gone and done it. They've gone and put it up for pre-order in several years' time. This could be yours. Yeah, look, it's going to make a nice Christmas present for someone in 2024. Yeah, look, I won't be getting this. I don't actually have a Loki in my collection, and I think slowly over time watching Will Foxification's channel, it really, his love of Loki has definitely enabled me a bit more. Like, 'cause I always liked Loki, but I feel as a character I didn't necessarily need. However, I do have my eye on that Endgame Loki, which has been put back as another villain as well. But anyway, look, in summary with this, I think this looks great. The head sculpt looks great. It comes with a good abundance of accessories. Yeah, I think that the light up, these things here, I think they're a bit of a miss. But look, anyway, that's just my opinion. So, in conclusion, yeah, if you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment. Let me know, do you like this or not? Are you getting this or not? Are you a comic book reader or not? Do you think that looks like Richard E. Grant? Yes or yes? Anyway, see you in the next one. Good luck.